tells the extraordinary true story of a man named Amin on the verge of marriage, which compels him to reveal his hidden past for the first time. This is directed by Jonas Rasmussen, who also co-wrote this with the subject of the film himself, known as Amin Nawabi, which is not his real name, but an alias to protect his identity, though the two have been longtime friends. Now, I normally don't review documentaries on this channel, but I wanted to talk about this one briefly, considering it's not only up for Best Documentary at the Oscars, but also Best International Feature and Best Animated Film. And this doesn't operate exactly the same as your average documentary. As I said, part of how this film's structured is so that it can protect the identity of Amin, a refugee who fled from Afghanistan to Denmark, as well as those of his loved ones. So the film was animated, that way Amin can recount vivid memories of his life, and we can see sequences from his past that obviously couldn't have been captured on film, and since we truly don't know what he looks like, he can still tell everything essentially unfiltered and remain in anonymity. Even the sequences of the director and Amin sitting together and chatting are animated. So the film acts as one part documentary and one part narrative feature, with actors voicing the parts of his family members, friends, and anyone else he encounters, which is similar to the way the 2008 animated documentary Waltz with Bashir is structured as well. And the animation here is absolutely stunning. While it does have the look of somewhat simplistic sketches, there'd still be such detailed expressions in the faces of the characters that would really capture the heartache and pain of these situations, as we see Amin go from his happy childhood to having to leave the country after being upended by civil war and the disappearance of his father. The way that the style remained consistent, but would also shift just a touch in style to reflect the tone of the situation, was also brilliant. Like during some of the more grueling scenarios that would feel like a blur to Amin, they were given these chalk-like drawings that evoke the feel of a nightmare. The animation complements Amin's narration beautifully, and the way it's all structured never felt exploitive. The friendship between Amin and Jonas is clearly exuded in their gentle, though vulnerable conversations that act as the framing device for the entire feature. And it's clear that not only does Jonas want to just get this emotional story of his friend out in the world, but get us to rethink how we view the entire refugee experience and how haunting it can be, along with how different countries approach it altogether. And it would be incredibly powerful stuff. I gotta say though, while the animation and narration go well together, some of the most powerful sequences involved when nothing was said altogether. There'd be moments where we just got these animated sequences, whether it be on a plane or Amin on his own, and everything we needed to feel would be right there in the character's facial expressions. Now, we don't get these moments quite as often, and instead we do get several sequences where instead it felt a bit more tell and don't show that I don't think worked quite as well, but these moments packed quite an emotional punch. And it's a big reason why Flea is a truly powerful film. It recounts a personal, painful experience in a way that never feels exploitive and gets us to rethink how we view the refugee experience. It operates on a less is more approach, with a restrained feel and seemingly simplistic animation, yet it's a style that feels vibrant at the same time. This was one of 2021's best animated films, and if you haven't seen it yet, it's definitely worth the watch. Flea gets an 8.5 out of 10. So let me know, did you see Flea, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Is this your favorite of the best animated nominated films? Is it your favorite of the best international feature films? Documentaries? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.